What's up and welcome to the AB Fitness Center show where we help you to lose fat, lose inches, and get stronger. My name is Anthony Bevilacqua, and today we're going to talk about the 5 fat-burning myths debunked. I hate these myths. I think they should be done and never heard from again. So today I'm going to debunk them. I'm going to explain why they're complete myths. And I guess I should preface this video by saying, that the general concept of all of these things is going to be explained in flexible dieting and other videos that I've said. But these myths are just, I just can't, it's 2020 and I can't believe they're still around. So we're going to discuss these and we're going to get over it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. This way you never miss a beat. All right, let's get right into this. So the first one, the first fat busting myth that we're going to debunk today, carbs make you fat. Okay. Okay, so carbs do not make you fat. Protein does not make you fat. Fat does not make you fat. Overeating your calories makes you fat. So it has nothing to do with coming from carbs. It has nothing to do if it comes from this, Pop-Tarts, pasta, breads. Those things don't make you fat. It's the overeating of those things that make you fat. So this is, and I believe this is how low-fat diet, low-carbohydrate diets had started. I believe this is how it started. Again, I could be totally wrong, but I believe that someone went to someone and said, hey, I can't lose weight. I don't understand why. I don't know. And someone turned around and said, look, just don't eat carbs. Just don't eat bread. And that person cut bread out of their diet. They made a calorie deficit because now they're not eating 500 calories every day from bread. And they ended up losing weight from not eating bread. So they associated it was the carbohydrates in the bread that made them lose weight. But that was not the case. It was just a simple fact of the matter that they're eating 500 calories less. So for example, if every night when I come home, I have a big bowl, I'm Italian, this is very possible. I have a big bowl of pasta every night when I get home, okay? And someone gave me advice and said, hey, Anthony, you want to lose weight, don't eat pasta. So I cut that pasta out and I just don't eat that pasta. That means that I'm 500, just to say it's 500 calories worth of pasta. Every day I've created over the course of 7 days, I've created a 3,500 calorie deficit in my week. And there's 3,500 calories in 1 pound of fat. So hence I have lost weight that week. But it has nothing to do with the pasta. This is also why people who go on low carbohydrate diets, they cut the carbs out. Okay, I'm not going to eat pasta, but they replace that pasta with something else. Again, so I don't know what you would replace the pasta with, but you get my point, right? So if I took 500 calories of pasta and I replaced it with 500 calories of, peanuts, I'm not going to lose any weight that week because I've essentially replaced the same. Again, granted, figuring all the calories are the same and whatnot, but you get the point, right? So it's not the actual carbohydrates that are making people lose the weight. It's just that they're eating less. If carbohydrates are your weakness or your trigger food, so for example, I talked about this so many times too, my trigger food are chips. I love chips. I go crazy for chips. So I don't buy them in the house because I know when they're in the house, it's all I do is eat them. So what you want to do is stay away from your trigger food. So if you know that pasta is your trigger food and that causes you to eat other things, don't eat it. But it's not the carbohydrates itself. Okay, so remember that. So that one debunked. Close the hammer on that one. Number 2, same concept. Fruit makes you fat. I can't believe it. I'm just again, it's 2020 and these things still come up. People tell me all the time oh, I had a banana. I think this is the banana that's making me fat. It's not the banana. Same thing going back to the carbohydrate thing. It's not the banana, it's not the fruit, it's just you're overeating things. And again, most of the time, it's not the fruit that you're even overeating. It's the other things that accompany that. It's everything else. Like I said in another video, if you're having a fruit smoothie, that's 100 grams of carbohydrates right there. And again, if you're going back to the other one, if you're trying to cut carbs out, technically you wouldn't even be able to have the fruit, technically. But anyway, if you're having a Jamba Juice drink, that's 100 calories, and you're doing that 100 carbs, that's 500 calories extra every day. You're going to gain weight at the end of the week because you overconsumed. But it has nothing to do with the fruit, it just has to do with the calories. Again, same thing. Same thing applies. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that one. I'm not going to beat a dead horse. This horse is like buried at this point because it's 2020 and people still believe these things to be true. Number 3, late night eating makes you fat. I go with this one again. I think this is how this came about. Someone went to a trainer one day and said, hey, when I get home from work, I go crazy, I eat everything. How can I lose weight? The trainer turned around and said, just don't eat after 6. So now the person, when they come home, they eat up until 6 o'clock and then they're done for the rest of the day. So now when 8 o'clock would normally come and that person would sit on the couch and eat ice cream, chips, cookies, this, that doesn't happen now because they're not allowed to eat. So they save those extra calories and they ended up losing weight. So your body is extremely, extremely smart. Your body's an amazing machine. Your body does not say, oh, it's 9 o'clock at night. Anything that Anthony eats right now, it's going right in the love handles. It's going to just sit right here. No. Your body's going to utilize every calorie that it gets. What makes you fat is overeating. It has nothing to do with when you eat it. A common thing that I get all the time is people who are on overnight shifts. Their schedules are a little different. So while I'm sleeping, they're up and they're eating. So they associate, okay, I'm eating at night, I'm going to put on all this weight. It has nothing to do with that. That circadian rhythm of eating your body's not going to say, oh, look, it's 3 a.m, all this meal is going to get put in my love handles. It doesn't work like that at all, okay? So meal timing does not exist, okay? It doesn't matter if you have 1 meal, it doesn't matter if you have 6 meals, it doesn't matter if you have 2 meals. All that matters is the amount of calories you eat. And this is why we practice at AB Fitness Center flexible dieting with all of our clients in order to help them lose inches, lose body fat, get stronger, and do it for the long haul. That's the goal. So don't worry about what time you're eating, just worry about your overall calories. If you never did this before, download myfitnesspal. It's an app, and you could just start plugging in your things that you're eating and see where you're going wrong. Okay? So late night eating, myth debunked. Okay? Number 4. I can't read my own notes here. I have my little notes so I don't go off in these crazy tangents. What does it say? Oh, I knew that was it. So, blank foods boost body fat. X amount of foods burn body fat. Eat these foods, it speeds up your metabolism. Myth. Nothing speeds up your metabolism. Dieting and exercise speeds up more muscle mass. That speeds up your metabolism. But there's no such thing as magical foods that are actually going to help you to burn body fat. So it's not like I'm going to have chicken breast and I'm automatically going to put on a ton of muscle and lose a ton of body fat. And that used to happen to me. When I first started in this, I was really, really skinny growing up. And I thought, okay, the healthier I eat, the more muscle I'm going to put on, the more body fat I'm going to lose, the better I'm going to look. And the simple fact of the matter is that didn't happen. I just kept getting skinnier and skinnier because I just was eating less and less calories. It wasn't until I understood the concept of calories in versus calories out and understood how many calories I needed to actually put weight on was when I actually started gaining muscle. And I've said this so many times, numbers do not lie. So once you could see the numbers and you could start tracking and you say, okay, I want to put muscle on. So if I'm having 2,000 calories a day, over the course of a week, if I'm losing weight, that means I need more calories in my diet. So same thing, if you're eating 2,000 calories every day and you're not losing weight, that means you need to pull some calories down. The numbers never lie. And there's a lot of trial and error that kind of goes into that. If you're not tracking things correctly, that can be an issue too. But overall, that's the general concept. But there's no such thing as certain foods that boost your metabolism. It's not like if me and you went out for pizza right now, our body's not going to say, oh my God, they're eating pizza. That's it, put in the love handles. It does, and I'm putting everything in the love handles today. It could be anywhere. It could be in the arm fat, it could be in the leg fat. So your body doesn't work like that. It only sees calories, protein, carbs, fats, vitamins, minerals, amino acids, etc. It doesn't see what you eat, it just sees the amounts. So don't focus on finding the magical foods that are going to boost your metabolism. Oh, Anthony, I heard that avocados are really good for you and they help you lose body fat. Yeah, if eaten in a caloric deficit. But if you're having 3 avocados every day and you're going over your calories by 500 every day, you're going to put body fat on. I promise. You don't believe me? Try it. All right. Number five. I actually have a number 5 here. Here's my number 5. Somebody made this for me. Cool fact. I love this movie. If you don't know what this movie is, I don't know. We can't be friends anymore. So that's my number 5. Put him gently so I don't break him. Yeah, someone made that. Pretty cool. I don't want him to fall here. Okay. So number 5. I just want to lose body fat in my stomach. Or I just want to lose the fat off my legs. There's no such thing as spot reduction. Okay, spot reduction does not exist. So what people think spot reduction is, people believe that spot reduction is basically, okay, I'm going to do crunches all day and I'm going to burn body fat in my stomach. It doesn't work like that. Your body loses fat everywhere. And the best analogy I can kind of give you for this is think of like a tube of toothpaste. No matter how much you squeeze the tube of toothpaste, there's always going to be there's always going to be some toothpaste left in different corners, right? Because you can never really squeeze that full tube out. So it's kind of similar to when your body loses body fat. If I just keep squeezing the tube, yeah, fat's going to come out, right? Toothpaste is going to come out, but there'll still be some left everywhere. You can't really pull it just from the bottom. So there's tactics that you can use to kind of try to get out as much toothpaste as you can, but you're always going to have residual toothpaste left. And it's a very, very similar thing with your body. Your body senses, okay, I'm in a calorie deficit. I'm going to lose some body fat. I'm going to get rid of some of this toothpaste, okay? And it's going to do that, but there'll always be a little bit of it left, and it doesn't choose where it comes from. It just kind of gets rid of it all. So hopefully those are the 5 fat myths that I wanted to debunk today. Hopefully those 5 myths are debunked for you and you don't believe them anymore, because like I said, I can't believe it's 2020 and people still think that fruit's going to make them fat. I don't even know where that came from, but all right guys, make sure you head on over to abfitnesstrainer.com/free, as I have a special gift for you, a free gift for you. Nothing, just go there and you'll get the free gift. And make sure you comment below and let me know what other myths that you thought were true, because I'm not going to lie, at one point I actually did think all these things were true. So if you thought any of them were true, let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a beat. This was Anthony, AB Fitness Center, and I'll see you guys on the next one.